The invisible hand of Allah. There are moments in life when you feel lost, confused, or even unlucky. You face delays, heartbreaks, disappointments, or sudden obstacles, and you wonder, why is this happening to me? Sometimes what you perceive as bad luck, failure, or misfortune is actually divine protection, a shield from Allah you cannot see. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, sees what you cannot. He knows the dangers that lurk ahead, the traps that could harm your heart, your soul, or your destiny. And while your eyes see obstacles, setbacks, or closed doors, Allah is working behind the scenes, protecting you from things you cannot perceive. This documentary will reveal the signs that Allah is protecting you, the subtle messages you often ignore, and the wisdom hidden in life's unseen events. Because sometimes the blessing is not in what you get, but in what you're saved from. The delays that save you. One of the first signs that Allah is protecting you comes in the form of delays. We live in a world that rewards instant gratification. We want things fast. A promotion, a relationship, a solution, a dream. And when it doesn't happen, we panic. We feel rejected, unlucky, or even forgotten. But what if the delay is not a punishment? What if it is a shield? Allah knows the hidden dangers that you cannot see. He knows the timing that is perfect, the circumstances that are safe, and the paths that are meant for you. Sometimes, if a door opens too soon, it could lead to heartbreak, failure, or harm. The Prophet said, "When Allah intends good for someone, He delays their provision until He sees them ready for it." Delays are often a form of protection. Consider the things you rushed into in the past. Were they truly blessings, or did they bring complications, stress, or regret? When Allah closes a door temporarily, it is not rejection. It is wisdom. It is mercy. It is a silent hand guiding you away from what could harm you, even if you cannot see it yet. Every delay in your life has a story, a lesson, a hidden safety net. And the one who trusts Allah through the waiting learns patience, resilience, and faith. They understand that sometimes not getting what you want immediately is actually a form of protection far greater than what you can imagine. The delay is not the denial. It is the invisible shield. The people who disappear from your life. Another subtle way Allah protects you is through the removal of certain people from your life. It is never easy to watch someone you love or trust walk away. It hurts. It confuses you. It feels like rejection. But not every person is meant to stay in your journey. Some people carry hidden harm, negative energy, or paths that can lead you astray without you realizing it. Allah knows this. When someone suddenly disappears, leaves, or distances themselves from you, it may feel like a loss, but it is often a protection from harm you cannot see. The Prophet said, "Whoever Allah wants good for, He removes harmful people from their life." Think about it. How many relationships in your past seemed right at first, but later caused heartbreak, stress, or distraction? Sometimes the blessing is in the absence, not the presence. Sometimes the hand of Allah gently removes what could harm you before you even recognize the danger. Even if it hurts today, trust that this removal has wisdom behind it. Your heart may not understand now, but the consequences of holding onto the wrong people could have been far worse. These disappearances are silent shields. They save you from conflict, distraction, spiritual harm, or heartbreak. They guide you toward better people, better environments, and a safer, more peaceful life. The key is to trust Allah's wisdom. Instead of resenting the loss, look for the lesson. Instead of grieving alone, know that something invisible is protecting you. The people who leave are sometimes miracles in disguise, barriers that shield you from harm you cannot perceive. The closed doors that were not meant for you. Sometimes in life, opportunities don't come your way. A job you applied for is rejected. A business deal falls through. A relationship never begins. At first, it feels like failure. It feels unfair. It feels like the world is against you. But these closed doors may be divine protection in disguise. Allah knows the paths that could harm you, mislead you, or distract you from what is truly meant for you. He knows the outcomes that your eyes cannot see. What seems like a missed opportunity today could have been a disaster tomorrow. The Prophet said, Whatever is meant for you will never miss you, and whatever misses you is never meant for you. Closed doors are often blessings. They protect your heart from pain. They save your time, energy, and soul from harm. They redirect you toward what is safe, right, and aligned with your destiny. Think about the times in your life when a no or a failure later became a hidden blessing. Perhaps a job you didn't get led you to one far better. Perhaps a relationship that ended prematurely saved you from heartbreak. Perhaps a plan that fell apart protected you from ruin. The wisdom is hidden, but the protection is real. Allah is the unseen guardian of your life, shaping your path without you even realizing it. Trust the closed doors. Trust the delays. Trust the moments that don't make sense. Sometimes the greatest protection is the things you didn't receive, the paths you didn't take, and the doors that never opened. The silent hardships that teach you. Not all protection comes from stopping harm directly. Sometimes, Allah protects you through challenges you barely notice, lessons hidden in hardship, or trials that feel difficult but shield you from worse. At first, hardship feels painful. It feels unfair. It feels like the world is against you. You ask, why is this happening to me? But hidden within every trial is a protective wisdom. Perhaps a financial struggle teaches patience and prudence before a bigger disaster. Perhaps a failed plan teaches resilience before a more serious loss. Perhaps a sickness or difficulty prevents you from a worse harm you cannot see. The Prophet said, "No calamity befalls a believer except that Allah expiates some of his sins because of it." Even when hardships feel like punishment, they may be prevention. They prevent greater pain. They teach caution. They develop gratitude. They protect the soul from future damage. Many blessings are disguised as trials. Many protections are disguised as obstacles. Many shields are invisible, only realized in hindsight. The key is faith and patience. Even when life feels heavy, trust that Allah's protection is at work. Even when you cannot see the reason, know that what you are experiencing may be saving you from what you cannot see. Sometimes the greatest mercy is the struggle itself, shaping, guiding, and guarding you for what is to come. The unseen signs in everyday life. Allah's protection is often subtle, woven into everyday moments we overlook. It doesn't always come as miracles or obvious interventions. Sometimes it's in the small, ordinary events that save you from harm you cannot perceive. Think of the moments you felt delayed, stopped, or redirected. Missing your bus and later hearing it was involved in an accident. Choosing not to meet someone who later caused trouble. Feeling a sudden hesitation before making a decision, only to later realize it would have been disastrous. These are not coincidences. These are the silent shields of Allah in action. He protects you without drawing attention, without fanfare, and often without your awareness. The Prophet said, Allah protects his servant as long as he does not harm himself. Protection is everywhere if you learn to see it. A closed door preventing a bad deal. A last-minute change in plans saving you from danger. A subtle warning in your heart preventing a mistake. Often, we are too busy to notice these signs. We complain about delays, missed opportunities, and setbacks. But behind the scenes, Allah is working tirelessly, guarding you from what you cannot see. Every tiny event may carry hidden wisdom and mercy. Every minor inconvenience may be a blessing. Every change of heart, intuition, or hesitation may be the hand of Allah guiding and protecting you. The greatest realization comes when you look back at life. Many things you once thought were bad luck or mistakes were actually safeguards, divine interventions that saved you from harm. Learning to recognize these signs strengthens faith, patience, and gratitude. It teaches you that even when life feels chaotic or unfair, there's an unseen order and protection guiding your path. When blessings come in disguise, sometimes protection is not just about preventing harm. Sometimes it is about redirecting you to better blessings than what you thought you wanted. We often pray for things, desires, or outcomes, thinking they will bring us happiness or success. But Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows that what we ask for may not be what is best. He may withhold, delay, or redirect us, not to punish, but to protect and bless us in ways we cannot yet see. The Prophet said, "The best of people are those whose hearts are content with what Allah has decreed." Think about it. The person who lost a job that seemed perfect may later find a career far more fulfilling. The relationship that never worked out may have been a barrier to heartache. The plan that failed may have cleared the way for a greater opportunity. Allah's protection is often disguised as closed doors that prevent harm, delays that build patience and resilience, removed relationships that could have caused heartbreak, difficulties that teach wisdom and reliance on Him. Every time life seems unfair, look deeper. Look for the hidden blessings. Look for the divine protection in the unseen. Gratitude is the key, even for what you don't understand, even for what you wish had happened differently. Allah is constantly guiding you. His protection is invisible, but it is real. Your task is to trust, to be patient, and to recognize His mercy when it unfolds, even if slowly. The unseen blessings often surpass anything we could have imagined. The very thing you thought was a setback may be the greatest protection of your life. Trust the signs. Trust the timing. Trust the invisible hand of Allah guiding and protecting you at every step. The invisible shield of Allah. Life is full of moments that confuse, frustrate, and test us. We face delays, losses, missed opportunities, and sudden changes. At first, we may think these are setbacks, failures, or misfortune. But the truth is often hidden. Allah's protection is invisible. It works silently, without notice, without applause, without drama. He shields you from harm you cannot see, guides you away from paths you cannot navigate, and redirects you toward blessings you cannot imagine. Every delay, every closed door, every removed person, every hardship, every hesitation, they're not accidents. They are signs of Allah's mercy, proof that He is watching over you. The greatest lesson is trust. Trust that life is unfolding with divine wisdom. Trust that unseen protection surrounds you. Trust that even what feels like loss or failure may be a hidden blessing. The Prophet reminded us, know that what has passed you by was not meant for you, and what is meant for you will never miss you. Open your heart to the signs. Open your eyes to the guidance in the unseen. Open your soul to the mercy that surrounds you every day. Every challenge, every delay, every disappointment is a shield. Every no is a protection. Every hardship is a lesson. Every unseen blessing is a sign that Allah is near, caring, and protecting you. So when life feels confusing, painful, or unfair, remember this. You are never alone. You are never unprotected. You are never without guidance. Trust the invisible. Trust the unseen. Trust Allah's mercy, for He is the ultimate protector. And with that trust, your heart finds peace, your soul finds comfort, and your life finds direction.